Hello, get ready with me today. I'm gonna be doing this makeup right here. I just finished literally filming the whole thing. I hope you enjoy the video and let's get on with it. Jump scare. I'm just kidding. So let's get started. I haven't done my makeup literally in since I moved here. I am like a newbie at this. I remember one of these is my shade and one of these isn't. This makeup is probably a little bit expired, but it's fine. We'll be okay. This may be a bad idea, but here we go. All the vlogs that are coming out right now are they're from January when I first moved here. And it's been a roller coaster of emotions. This vlog, I was watching the footage back and I'm like, I cannot post myself being this negative and this sad. That's just not great, you know? So I was like, I'm just gonna do a little get ready with me and I'm gonna kind of go through the vlog with you as like a little story time, but also because I don't want the vlog to be so negative. I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. Also, I have my powder ready because apparently I'm old and I crease as soon as the concealer hits my eyeball. Maybe I'm using the wrong concealer. Let me know in a comment what concealer you use if you're starting to get little wrinkles, because we're out here getting old. So yeah, so I have to have the the powder ready when the concealer hits, or else it's gonna be like a creasy little mess. I start off the vlog being like, I have a stress rash. So when I get too stressed out, I get physical reactions and they can get really bad. This one was not too bad, but it's always super uncomfortable. It's itchy, it hurts, it's like irritated. It's just not a fun time. And so that's how I started off the vlog. I have a full-blown little stress rash going on under my nose. That's really gross. I got this vanity for free from someone who was moving, and it was a great little, I used to have this exact same desk when I lived in California, and then I got rid of it and I had a bigger desk, and then that desk I didn't bring with me because I didn't bring any furniture. So then now I have my old desk back kind of. Which is kind of like full circle a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna conceal my eyeballs. I haven't done my makeup in so long, I'm kind of stressed out. Like, what if I'm way more wrinkled than I remember, and then this makeup doesn't even work for me anymore? Like, what if I just look old at the end of this? What if I just look crazy? We'll see at the end. Well, you'll see in the beginning of this video how it turned out. I used to be a beauty blender, beauty sponge kind of girly, but then I switched over to brushes because they're easier to keep clean, and cleanliness to me is more important than looking good. So yeah, I just try to blend really well so that I don't get streaks. Beauty blenders have way too much bacteria on them. I'm literally already getting creases and I haven't even moved my eyeball. So I'm using this kind of as a primer / concealer. Okay, and now as soon as that's starting to dry up, I'm getting some powder. Okay, so the next thing that happened on the vlog is I was gonna build some furniture, right? And then I just started crying, not because I'm not good at furniture building, which I'm not, but usually I have a good time. I'm this is a challenge, I'm excited, blah blah blah. No, I was just so overwhelmed and so sad that everything was sad to me. So this is me just crying because furniture. All right, step 1. I don't want to do this. Usually I'm all right, let's build stuff, but this is so dumb. I'm fine. So that was kind of crazy. Ugh, my eye is already starting to crease. Whatever. The perks of getting old. Powder that I used was the Fit Me powder in the color Porcelain, because your girl was porcelain. Oh, then when I was done building the furniture, I did it wrong. So I kind of had to go back and fix my mistakes. And I was not having that with myself. I'm gonna go in with Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the color Bronzer. I have 2 shades, that's why I'm telling you, because actually wait, I'm gonna go in with light bronzer and put it in my crease of my eye. I use this one in my eyes because it's too warm to use on my face. So I just use it as eyeshadow, because when I try to use it as face like bronzer, I look crazy because it's like the wrong undertone for me. Even though this one is darker, it looks better on me for some reason. I don't know the science there, but basically this is my face / eyes one, and this is my only eyes one. So let's go in with this bronzer. This is the light bronzer, yeah, from Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And we're just gonna go into the crease. But yeah, so basically I finished the furniture and I was trying to show you that I was done with it. And it was wrong, and I just like, usually I would laugh at myself and be like, ha ha ha, like this is so dumb, I did it wrong, like let me go try to fix it. But no, I was throwing a little fit, and so this is what that was like. We did it. But this is not very stable, so I don't know what part I missed. So after I threw my little fit, I think I stopped recording, and I just was not mentally well. 1, I was super far away from home, so that was starting to hit me. 2, all of the issues with the apartment like took a toll on me, because I was just like, bro, why is everything going wrong? Like literally nothing is going right. Like my personal life sucks, being away from home sucks, being in my apartment sucks, transitioning into a new job sucks, and like everything sucks. So everything was like horrible in my eyes, so I was just like going through it, you know? So I was just like upset at life and at the world and at everything. And also the clutter in my apartment was, I'm kind of like a neat freak a little bit, and if things aren't in their place, I get cranky, you know? And so putting on top of everything, the fact that I wasn't putting things away because I was just too sad to even like get to that, but then that was making me more sad. It was like this little cycle that was just like never ending of me being sad and like pitying myself basically for a while. But yeah, that's why I wanted to come on and be like, bro, like it was not that serious. I mean, obviously if you're going through something like that, like go through the emotions, go through the stages, like go through it. But just as you're going through it, remember that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you're not gonna feel like this forever. And that's what I had to remind myself of, like eventually everything is gonna feel okay, or at least fine, like at least not horrible. And so little by little I've been kind of getting better mentally, and then that has trickled down to better habits. And yeah, and then I also filmed me putting some stuff in the closet and whatever else, but I was like in a mood, like I was talking to you rude, like I was like, the lighting here sucks, so I'm just gonna like turn off the camera. I'm like, and the lighting in here sucks, so I'll just update you after. Girl, chill, like be nice, oh my goodness. Oh, and then I got another clip where I had, okay, so let me tell you the backstory. I hadn't eaten all day, and then I was like, you know what, like maybe I need some fresh air. I'm gonna go and like get something to eat. So I was gonna drive, and then when I got in my car, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to this place that's down the street and I'm gonna walk there. So I start walking and it starts raining. And I was like, what? And then I get to that place and they don't acknowledge my existence. And I'm like, okay, well, okay. And then after that, I decide to go to a different place and I place my order or whatever, and then I walk back and it starts raining even harder when I don't think it was even supposed to rain, which is crazy. And then after that, so I just like got here and I started recording and I was just like, my life sucks. I don't know why I'm in such a bad mood. Like I don't know, but I got a little chicken wrap. Oh, and guess what? Guess what else is wrong with this apartment right now today? Today's new thing that's wrong with the apartment is the Wi-Fi isn't, oh, is it working now? It wasn't working. I emailed them and I was like, hey, now the Wi-Fi is not working, ma'am. All right, it is good and dandy. I don't feel any peace. This is not for me. I'm gonna eat now. It did suck in the moment, but yeah, for a while it was like that. I didn't record anything for like a little bit, or unless I think I would record like when things would come in, like for things in the place. But and then even in the vlog I was like, I don't know why I'm in such a bad mood, and like you can tell I'm in a bad mood. But ever since then, the way I kind of like got over that is like I thought back, I'm like, I'm here, you know, there's no changing that right now, like whatever. So the point, oh, and my anxiety was really bad. Like I went to a gathering. One of my coworkers invited me to a child's birthday party and his friends were all there and stuff. And I was like, okay, like I'll go. And I was determined to like make friends. Like that was my idea. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go and I'll make some friends and it'll start my, you know, my personal relationships with people out here. And for some reason, my anxiety just got really crazy. When I was trying to talk to people, I just couldn't understand what they were saying to me. Like they were right here in front of me. They were saying like, hey girl, like nice to meet you, or whatever they were saying. And I could not understand them. Like I was staring at them and I was trying to understand what they were saying, but I couldn't. Like it was like I wasn't in my body. Like my understanding mechanism in my brain was not on. And so I just ended up sitting in the corner of a couch. And at one point I was just standing in the middle of a living room, like a freaking weirdo, like just standing there like with like, they'd be like, oh, do you want a chair? No. Do you want water? No. Do you want food? No. Like I just couldn't function. And so ever since then I've been scared to go anywhere because it was a horrible experience. And it wasn't the people, like the people were great. The people were like nice and good. Like I would have loved to have, you know, hung out with them and like actually been able to talk to them, but my anxiety didn't let me do that. And ever since then I've been scared to go to a gathering. Today I'm going with 2 people to see a little statue that like is known out here or whatever. So I'm gonna go do that, and I think I'm gonna ease into like 1-on-1 / 2-on-1 / 3-on-1 activities before I try to go to a group thing, because that was the craziest experience ever, trying to like decipher what people were telling me. Like I don't understand how that happened still. Like I don't get it. Like I don't know, it was really weird because my mentality was I'm gonna go make friends. It's not like I was, oh, I'm so scared to go to this party. Like no, I wasn't even anxious to go. So I don't understand how that happened. But if you know, let me know in a comment if this has ever happened to you, because it was crazy for me. But yeah, oh, now I'm going in with the butter bronzer in bronzer, like the regular color, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the lighter one. So basically that's been my experience trying to make friends out here. I have one friend that has been really sweet to me and really nice to me, and like she calls me every morning, because one of my things is I'm really bad at asking for help. I realized that that's an issue, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop being like I'm too independent to ask for help and like ask someone for help, you know? Because it got to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed for work. Like it was bad. So I asked her, because she goes into work way before I do. So I was like, hey, while you're driving to work, do you mind giving me a call? And she's like, yeah, for sure. So we talk every morning. And then when she gets to work, we like pray a little bit. She goes to work and then I get ready for work. And it's been really great. And she's been like the most amazing friend ever. So she's a godsend for sure, because yeah, I think that's where my getting better has been happening, through like a friendship, you know, which is really cool. And she's really nice. So yeah, it's just been crazy since I moved here. I didn't think I was gonna have like so many mental issues moving out here, but surprise, I did. But we're out here getting over it, getting through it. So I'm done with that, I think. I don't even remember what I do to do my makeup. Like I'm kind of like, what's the next step, you know? And I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is the NYX micro brow pencil in ash brown. The mental health stuff. So the way that I got kind of out of the deep hole I was in is I started thinking of like having gratitude. So I thought back in my life, back when I was injured because of my car accident. There were days when I would wake up and just stay in bed all day because of the pain. And obviously in that moment, my only prayer, my only desire, my only thing that I wanted and needed in that moment was like, please, like just make the pain go away. Just if the pain goes away, then I'll be fine. I don't care about anything else. And that was my biggest prayer in that moment. And that has been given to me. So how am I waking up every morning pain-free or pain very little and taking that for granted? Like how am I waking up with the biggest blessing that I asked for in that moment and not acknowledging that that's not something that's just a given? Like I could still be in bed back in my parents' house in excruciating pain every single day, and that's not me anymore because my prayer was answered. So how am I waking up every morning with that huge prayer answered and just like not acknowledging that, you know? So then that shifted my brain chemistry or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be grateful for everything that I do have and stop focusing on the things that I don't have. So then I just started thanking God for like my mobility, for the roof over my head. Even though it was all broken, like I still have a roof over my head, you know? I still have a bed. All I wanted when I was on that little air mattress when I first moved here was a mattress. And now I have a real mattress. How am I not grateful for that, you know? And like all I wanted was a place for things and a closet, and now I have a closet. So how am I not being grateful for my bed and my closet? You know what I mean? Like there's always something, even if it's the smallest thing and there are other crazy things happening and going wrong, there's always something to be grateful about. And that's what I started focusing on when I got this little like shift, you know? But before I got that shift, I was so negative and like dying, like literally dying. Yeah, so that's kind of how I shifted my mentality, and I'm doing a lot better mentally now. There are still good days and bad days. There are days when I miss home, when I miss like people a lot and all that. Like it's not easy moving 2,000 miles away from home, but we're out here and we're getting through it. Like nothing has physically changed. Well, yeah, everything got fixed. But you know what I mean? Like from the moment I was super negative and sad and depressed and whatever, making that shift overnight was a mental shift. It wasn't a physical shift. Like the physical shift came after the mental shift. Once my mentality shifted, I was able to start like putting things in their places, you know, moving things around and whatever, because up to literally last weekend, this place was still looking like I just moved in, and we're in March and I moved here in January. So it was a long road to me getting to this place where I can like acknowledge that things aren't horrible. You know what I mean? Just try it. Try to think of just the smallest thing that could, like me raising my arm, that could be excruciating, and it was at one point. So I'm grateful. You know, like just think a little, just a tiny bit, and you're gonna think of so many things that you should be grateful for. And then once you think of those things, take a little pause and thank God for them. And then say sorry for being ungrateful, because we've been doing that, you know? My eyebrows are never twins, sisters. Sometimes they're not even related, like maybe today. But it's fine. You know, I haven't done my makeup in months. Also, if you have any tips on doing my makeup better, let me know, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just do it and it comes out fine. You know what I mean? But I'm not like some kind of, like, I don't know what I'm doing. If you were, like, this is why it's a get ready with me, not a tutorial, because what am I teaching you? Nothing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. If you like it, you can do it too. If you don't, let me know how I can improve, because I would love to. Oh my gosh, I'm creasing for sure. Cafecito is this one. So I put this one. I am very pale though, so like this might look like nothing on some people. This is very dark though. Let's see. Ow, poke my eyeball. Usually I would do it with a thinner brush. How long have I been recording? 32 minutes. Usually this would take me like 15. But here I am. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna go in with foundation. This is the Infallible up to 24 Hour Fresh Wear by L'Oreal in the shade 420 True Beige. And I think this one's a little too dark for me, but whatever, it's what we got. Oh, I should have concealed my pimples. Oh well, I forgot. So then I'm going in with this brush. Usually, like I said, I used to be a beauty blender girly, but the bacteria has deterred me from that life. Oh, I got this huge pimple right here. I should have concealed it. Oh well. Again, if you have any makeup tips, leave them in a comment. I didn't put any primer on my face or anything. Maybe I should have, but I don't own any. If you have any primer recommendations, let me know. And then I'm gonna go in with powder. I know people just like the dewy look, but again, I crease like crazy. Like my little forehead lines are about to go crazy if I don't set this like now. So I'm going in with the Fit Me powder. I'm just kind of putting it where I'm gonna put bronzer so that it doesn't like get patchy in one place. Also, I haven't been a blush girly up to this point, but if you have blush recommendations, let me know, because I've been wanting to try blush. I'm gonna tease. Yeah, so basically cover your face in powder is what I do. Physicians Formula bronzer. Do I look bronzed? And then a little on my forehead. You know what's annoying? I tried emailing my building, and I was like, hey, I don't use the cable, and like I get charged for a bundle that's cable / internet. And I was like, is there any way you guys can remove the cable? And they're like, sorry, it's a bundle, we can't remove it. And I'm like, bro, I don't even use the cable, and I'm not gonna get a TV, so it's like, it's just wasted money. Because TVs are expensive. I don't like really watch TV that much. I do have cable though now, but it's like a flight, a TV. I'm gonna pick the flight, you know? Yeah, so I'm not gonna get a TV out here. I have a laptop, which is all I really need. I just watch my shows on there and edit on there, and that's it. And I watch YouTube videos on there, and like it's not a necessary expense, you know? It's just annoying though that I'm paying for cable for no reason out here. Yeah, am I going too overboard with the bronzer? Probably. Do I look crazy? Possibly. Am I gonna fix it? No. Okay, and then I'm going, this is definitely expired because I've had this for way too long. But this is my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. And I'm going into this color right here. Well, actually I'm gonna get this shade and put it on my cheeks. And then I'm gonna take the other shade, like the lighter shade, and put it on my inner corners of my eyeballs. This shade, and put it in here. Just to like brighten up the eye, you know? If you would do anything different with my makeup, please let me know in a comment. I'm like debating, should I do lashes or just mascara? I'm gonna go in with the eyelash curler and Curl Our Lashes mascara. I trained myself to not have a mascara face many years ago, and I don't know how I did it, but I love that I can do my mascara without mascara face. Cause it was bad before. I would get all up on the mirror, like really close to the mirror, and my mouth was wide open. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like mascara face, where you like go in and you're like, I used to do that too, but I wanted to train myself not to do that, and I somehow did it. So I don't have to make that face. It still comes out sometimes, and I have the urge to do it, but I refrain. I'm like, brain, don't do that. You don't need to do that. This mascara is so good. I'm using another one on the daily right now because I bought it like years ago and I never used it, and it was still in its packaging, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna use it on the day-to-day here, and then I'll buy another telescopic once that one runs out. I think we're just gonna do mascara today because I don't wanna like I mean, I think lashes would look way better, but like I'm just going to see a statue, you know? Like I don't wanna go crazy. Why is this side so clumpy and the other side's like lashes and this side's like... I think this is the finished look. Did I do everything? Yeah, bronzer, highlight. I guess I could do a little highlight on my nose. A little dee. Oh, my lips! Come on, hair. Do your thing. I think this will really tie the look together. Gotta let it dry. Oh no, I got like a little... Oh no, now this side looks fatter than this side. Can look a little crazy sometimes if you don't color between the lines. Okay, now just let it dry a little bit. Ooh. So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to hear from you in the comments. I really didn't want this video to be super negative, so I came on here. We did our makeup together. Again, if you have any suggestions on how I should be doing my makeup versus how I'm doing it now, make sure to leave that in the comments too. And don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm gonna pull a Sarah's Day and say, don't forget to like because it really supports my channel. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you are doing great. If you're going through something, just know there's light at the end of the tunnel, and just find one small tiny little baby thing to be grateful for, and everything else will follow. But yeah, okay, I will talk to you later. Bye.